Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. This is our John Deere 755. And what we've got for this that we haven't used in over 3 years is this 60-inch mower deck. This actually came with the tractor when it was purchased from the dealer. I think I used it twice before this dealer repair right here failed, and then it's been sitting in the barn for 3 years. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Also, keep in mind, we've got over 400 videos of all kinds of crazy, fun things on the homestead and working for Dirt Perfect and trucking and that kind of thing. But if you are new to the channel, we have been working on a chicken coop slash goat barn. Well, with the way prices are right now, the metal for the roof on the chicken coop slash goat barn came in a little bit higher than what we'd originally planned. So we've been going through, kind of cleaning things up and selling things we haven't used in a long time. And that mower deck is on the list, but I got to get it fixed up and in good operating order before I'm comfortable selling it to somebody. Just check my oil here real quick, and then we'll get the tractor fired up. Step one is going to be get this thing over to the house, get it all cleaned up, and then we'll kind of see what we need to do to get it in good shape. I'm hoping just that weld repair and maybe grease some pulleys. If it all goes good and we can get this thing operating, we'll come down here to the pond build, give you an update on the pond, and try to get all this grass mowed as a test run. And by the way, I'm working with a new microphone system today, so you might have to do a little extra thumb work on the side for the volume, but hopefully we get her straightened out by the end of this video, and every video from here on out will have top-notch, C-average audio quality. Where we're at, the county we're in, they do this thing called heavy trash pickup, and if you have stuff that doesn't normally fit in your trash can, you set it out by the curb, and they go around with big roll-offs, and they throw all this big stuff away. And all these people will drive around the day before or 2 days before, and they'll just kind of scavenge the curbs, digging through everybody's trash, looking for stuff that's still somewhat decent for them. And when I say people, I mean me. Look at this garden hose. Huh? Picked off the curb for free? That's like 50 bucks, man. The sprinkler's on right now too, stealing a little bit of my pressure. There's the update on the side yard, by the way, in case you guys missed the video. So the belt looks in good shape. which is nice. Everything's free. That's good. It's been in there for a while, like I said. Deck is pretty rusty though. Now that we've got it hosed down and we can see exactly what we're working with, I say let's go back to the barn and see if we can't get this bracket welded back in place. Goodness. Ugh. All right, so it's about 24 hours later. Isn't that convenient? It's dry, it looks good. We didn't do any wire wheeling or anything like that crazy on here because it's pretty much just surface rust. There's not a lot of flake going on, so I'm not too concerned about that. I think we're ready to go ahead and paint the whole mower deck. We got some more prep work to do first though. Also, for this part of the video, we're gonna run it all with the DJI mic. It's a new microphone setup I got. Compare this to the first part of the video and let me know if the audio quality is any better. I'm trying to see if I can get it all sorted out. Now we're not getting crazy here, okay? We're not doing any kind of build-up primer or anything wild like that. We're gonna wipe it down real good with acetone and we're gonna spray it down with some JD yellow. Well, let me show you. We're just gonna use this. We're not getting fancy here, just trying to clean it up a little bit and protect it from any rust. So while the first coat dries, let's come over here and do these panels and that front bracket real fast. So I honestly cannot remember where I left you, but we're on coat 3 of all this. It looks pretty good. I've got a few little spots where some bugs landed and some dust fell down when we threw the garage door up. But I think overall it's looking pretty good, especially on the bottom side. We're not trying to do a full restoration showpiece. We're just trying to keep the rust down. Anyway, let's see if we can get the belt back on. There's some paint inside the pulleys, but that's not gonna hurt anything. Heck, it may even help it just a little bit. If a fellow wanted to get crazy, you could take this and sandblast the whole thing down. You could pull all the pulleys off. You could get, I mean, you could just get as crazy as you want. You could get unreal with it. But for what we're doing, this will be just fine. And if you're asking yourself, now Mike, why would you go through the trouble of painting everything and then putting it on the tractor and going and mowing? Kind of seems like you're doing it backwards there. Well, if you know, you know. And if you don't, leave a comment and ask, because the algorithm loves that. And if you didn't know and you're observant, now you do know. You know, YouTube is just too much fun. It's too much fun. Shouldn't be able to have this much fun. Let's set that up there. Step one, let's get it in there. We'll just should be able to roll around like that without smashing my fingers. There we go. Okay. And then it probably went like that. And then it probably went around here. Don't you think? Then it would have went on this side of those. Like that. Would have went around like that, around like that. There we go. That ought to do it. On the right side of all the guards, or the correct side. We're not twisted or rolled anywhere. Not 100% sure what's going on. My PTO is not engaging. And I'm guessing I missed a linkage in here somewhere. It's all mechanical as far as the actual linkage goes. Could be the seat safety too, but I doubt it, because that's all been working fine prior to this. Let's just slide this out. See this linkage right here? That linkage goes down here. That linkage goes right here to this doohickey. That doohickey, you see it curves, goes back outside the frame. Runs alongside this linkage right here, which goes back, and that's what engages the PTO. There's the mid-mount PTO, but that's what engages it. So for some reason, what am I missing here? Found a hammer here. We should be able to just kind of test. I'm assuming see that? So I've been having some trouble with my ground on this battery. This is a really old battery and I keep meaning to replace it, but you know, that money thing, my tree isn't producing a lot this year. Wondering if, let's see, cold cranking amps, what does that say? 525? Let's see, we're about yay by yay. Let's see here. Oh, big hole. Oi. Yay by yay, that's pretty similar. I don't know about this way though. Let's see where we at here. Pretty close. Pretty close. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, it's got one of these fancy things that holds it in place, huh? I left my impact up there. Luckily, I got this wrench here. Should be okay. Oh, yeah. Of course, you don't want to jump the terminals. That'd be something, wouldn't it? This is a fairly new battery. What are you? Not stamped? Well, that's neat. Should have done that for sure. Yep. So obviously this isn't a permanent thing. I just want to kind of problem solve and see if this is in fact our problem. So let's see. I was really hoping it was something simple like a bad ground. I would need to replace this battery anyway, but we're gonna go ahead and put it back in place for the time being. Here's where I'm at in my thought process. If whenever I manually engage the magnet down here, the PTO kicks on, then in theory, the seat safety switch should be working. Because if the seat safety switch wasn't working, no, seat safety switch is what disengages the magnet. Oh dear, it's just a mystery. So the next thing we're going to do is bypass the seat safety just by doing a little jumper here. Not for operating purposes, but just testing purposes. Should be able to jump the, This is supposed to be pink wire according to the wire diagram. And since it's the closest thing, peel enough back that I can actually work on it. We're going to put a jumper between the yellow and that pink wire. And then try it out. So there's my super fancy jumper. Fella needs to get some jumpers with alligator clips. So if jumping the seat safety doesn't work, then that tells me I've got an issue with the magnet here. The question is, what's the issue? And well, how do I test it? So this part of it is quickly turning into a different type of video, and that's okay. We'll deal with that in the future. I was just kind of wanting to test the mower out, but I'm confident it'll work fine. All the spindles seem fine. Nothing's sloppy or crazy. We got everything greased up. It's painted pretty good. Like I said, it's not meant to be a showpiece, just enough to keep the rust down. We've got all the linkages and everything looking good. I think that'll make a fantastic mower deck for somebody other than us. So the whole reason we're trying to sell that is we're just cleaning stuff up we haven't used in a really long time so we can get the metal for the goat barn project. And that's been sitting there, like I said, in this barn for almost 3 years. It does a good job mowing. It mows really well, but you almost have to have a dedicated tractor for it to mow with. Otherwise, you have to take the implement off. It's a lot easier to take the loader off to mow as well, so you don't have something hanging over the front. And it's just time consuming and kind of a pain in the butt to get that hooked up. It's not like the newer ones where you just drive over the deck and get everything snapped on real quick. It takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of space to get everything hooked up. So we don't use it anymore. We're gonna get rid of it. There's no reason to keep it. And I promised you a little bit of a pond update, so here you go. Can you see the fish swimming down in there? I don't know if you can see them, if they're showing up on camera because of the glare. The fish are starting to get about that big or so. There's some hanging out underneath the dock down there. It's looking good though. It's looking really good. One last look from the top side here. Also, let me know what you think about the DJI mic. Was the audio quality any better than what it's been in the past and better than the part of the video where we didn't have it? And make sure you subscribe to the channel because we've got awesome stuff coming up, including taking the old bell tower and moving it over there.